What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Time Skip. Let's just jump right into it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, short and sweet intro today, guys. That's fine. We've been watching Tower of God recently. I don't know what episode we left off on last. I think 3 is the last one we talked about.
3 was when we were talking about it.
So now we're on 9.
Was it 3?
It was, because we watched it here, right?
Oh wow, we've watched a lot of this. We're going from 3 to...
We did have a week off.
Yeah.
Because there isn't a lot of things anime-wise, but now we found some new animes we're watching. We'll be consistent with it. We just have to... The thing is, like, with the animes we watch, when all the episodes are out, you just want to watch them all.
Yeah, it is. It's a test in self-control.
Yeah.
For me, I'm literally just like, next episode.
I'll keep clicking.
Yeah.
But
so it makes it really easy to just go to the next episode.
So I think it's good if, like... Because there's so many animes out that we could be watching.
Yeah.
So I think, like, doing, like, 3 episodes, talk about it. 3 episodes, talk about it will be, like, a good way. So that way we can still get through the animes. Because I have more I want to watch. I just want to keep it on, like, just like a scheduled type of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But let's get into the Tower of God.
Yeah. So as far as Tower of God is concerned, we are now up to episode 9.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting.
Yeah. And I also have a random question. Random question today for everyone watching and for you. Do you think, I was thinking about this the whole week we've been waiting for the podcast. Do you think Kon is smarter than Light Yagami, going back to our first episode of him being smart? Because his strategies are on point, bro.
So, like, he falls into the category of, like, the person who always has a plan. Which, it's super sick character trope. Love that character trope.
It's so sick.
Smarter than Light Yagami. Honestly, I don't think Light Yagami, like, caps that category.
I don't think so either. I think Kon is smarter.
Yeah. Will his plans seem about as intricate, if not maybe a bit more intricate than Light's? It's like, when it comes to, like, characters who edge out that category, it's like Lelouch v. Britannia from Code Geass. Have you seen Code Geass?
No.
Ooh, that's a good one. You'll have to watch that one.
I have to get into that.
You'll for sure have to watch that one. That's a good one. He's one who literally planned out a whole resistance. Yeah, no, he did more than just a plan in a scenario. He planned out a whole resistance.
Yeah.
And there's way more to it. That guy's brilliant.
And I wonder, like, with how old Kon is, bro, like, he is young. And
he does look pretty young. Yeah,
to be this smart, and like do a time skip, see when he's like older, he's a menace, bro.
I don't even think it's good. I don't even think it's going to need a time skip.
He's already there, but
yeah, like, I think it's just going to be like as we go further into like the tower.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to get it more and more insane. Like, he's of the group that we've seen, he's got to be like top 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's got to be like top 5, even though he may not be like the most physically powerful. Yeah. Although we don't know, we haven't seen like the upper echelons of his physical power.
Yeah, I like his bag.
Yeah, his bag is sick.
Last pod we were talking about like, what could this pod be? The bag be? But we found out there was the 3 teammates he brought in.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could do that.
I didn't know he could do that either. Like, which is sick. It's interesting because like in Dungeons and Dragons there's a thing called a bag of holding. Which is kind of like a little like pocket dimension where you can literally just store a mass amount of stuff in there, and it's like chocolate bars.
My thing is like
teammates.
It can duplicate things.
Everything.
But does it shrink down the teammates, or they just go in full size and it's like an infinite space in the bag?
I don't know because I think we also saw Rack get shrunk.
Yeah, by
the ranker.
Yeah.
Or
the boss.
Well, he's a ranker as well.
Yeah.
But he's like the director.
Yeah, the director.
So he's cool. But like clearly there's a level of magic here that we are not used to seeing.
I know. And I can't wait to see it.
It's just so sick, right? So Kon's ability to just do replication, insane. Yeah. I'm not impressed with Bomb. Bomb is falling short to me.
I feel like if they put out a next season of it, we could see him
I think it's already out.
Well, if it is out, I want to watch it. But I feel like with him, like, because he's so into Rachel, he has to protect her now. I think he's gonna start stepping up more.
Yeah.
Even though we all hate Rachel, but
the end of this. I mean, like the end of Rachel getting stabbed.
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
I don't know. Bomb right now.
Yeah, he's nothing.
Is not an interesting character other than his like. Actually, no. What makes him less of an interesting character is his extreme infatuation with Rachel, which makes sense because it kind of builds on his character because he literally knew essentially nothing about the outside world before meeting Rachel. So I can understand where he's coming from with his fascination. Love. Yeah. Where like, everything is based around Rachel.
Yeah.
So I can understand, but it doesn't feel like a compelling character.
Yeah. I just hope with the seasons to come, like, we see him really like turn up the heat and like.
From what I hear, From what I hear,
don't ruin nothing.
But all right, so
this guy's like, in his mind, he has all the spoilers. No, so I make sure he doesn't tell me. He reads everything he's ever read. Right here, right. I like to watch.
Watching's
We've
fun.
already been through this.
Watching's fun.
Anyways, what else have we seen there?
So
Rock. Like, what's his name?
The reptile dude?
Yeah. He passed already. Which is crazy. He just very fast.
What I thought was really interesting is the dude that passed alongside Rack
was Rachel's
like familiar
I
or
guess.
some sort of summon that she made because as soon as she got stabbed,
that guy disappeared.
He disappeared, right? Yeah. So like there's definitely some correlation between this mystery dude and Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's not a mystery dude. I guess he. And then I think one of the other characters said something about like, oh, when she met both of them,
the princess,
they were already together. Yeah, when the princess said like it was,
they're already together.
Yeah. So, no, that's a weird one. I thought that was really sick.
We just have to keep watching and like find out.
Every week, Rachel's more interesting than Bob currently.
Like every time we talk about something, we ask questions. It's like the next time we're here, we have the answers.
That's the goal.
I know.
That's the goal.
It's crazy.
But that leads to good writing, right? Where you have questions that are asked or presented, and then payoffs shortly after. Right? That feels like good writing. And then of course you have the long payoffs, like One Piece. One Piece has like payoffs that have been in the makes for a decade.
Since you're coming out the womb.
Yeah. My first book was a One Piece book, and now I'm understanding the questions. So, but it takes time. It feels like good writing though.
Yeah. I mean, it is a 4-year-old anime that came out. You know, they made the first like season in 2020. I'm liking it even as it is right now in 2024.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The art style, it takes a bit of getting used to. It kind of feels like it's painted.
Also, yes, but I'm sorry, I just remembered something.
Okay.
About the other princess, the lizard one.
Yeah, Anok.
Anok, that's Anok's daughter.
Yeah.
So she's not even like really a princess. She was born from a princess.
Right. Well, that's what made it so interesting. Is like. Anok is literally like the taboo of what a princess is, right? Where it's like they're not supposed to have children, and Anok exists.
Yeah.
Which is where it's really interesting. That's a very interesting dynamic between I cannot remember the other princess's name, but it's a very interesting dynamic between Anok and her.
She'll be right here.
Yeah, for sure.
But what is her name? That's gonna bother me.
It's not gonna bother me.
Whatever. Anyways, so. What else in Town of God are we missing here? I like the fact that Cohen outsmarted the banker that's doing the test for them, and he is so mad about it.
Yeah.
Like he flipped the switch and he's like, "There's nothing you can do about it, but you're gonna do this, this, and this."
So I feel like with the title of rankers, there has to be a system, right?
Yeah.
Like there has to be it's very clear that.
Well, I think a ranker is just someone that already reached the top.
That's someone that's climbed the tower, not reached the top.
Climb.
That's climbed the tower. Because the people who have reached the top are I don't even know if Jihad has reached the top.
I think only the king has.
Jihad.
Yeah. They said
don't even know if he did. They? Oh,
yeah.
Cool. All right, well, cool.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I feel like there has to be, like, systematically...
Yeah, like levels to the rankers.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Because we acknowledge that the proctors are high level. And then you have, like, the director who sips coffee. He's, like, above them, but he's still a ranker.
Yeah.
Right? So there has to be, like, a ranking system amongst the rankers.
Well, maybe next week we'll find out when we finish the first season. But, anyways, besides that, we have decided to do something a little bit different for the pod. Are we done with Tower of God?
Yeah, I've been enjoying Tower of God, but yeah, I'm cool. We can talk about more later.
Well, yeah. So anyways, we've been doing this new thing. We each went to the list of popular animes, and we each chose one. We watched 3 episodes each. We're going to try and sell it to the other person. Would you like to go first or me?
I'm cool going first. I don't mind.
Go ahead.
So the one that I've been watching is called The Irregular at Magic Academy.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting one. It's about a pair of siblings who enroll into this magic high school, and the younger sister, is kind of this like prodigal mage, essentially. One thing that I think is really cool about this is the magic feels technology based. Okay. So it's like, it doesn't feel like they wave their hands and all of a sudden magic happens, right? They're typing on like a keyboard on like their wrist. Okay. And then magic happens, which is sick, right? So I enjoy.
Yeah, you have to do something to make it happen. You can't just be like...
It's coding. They make the magic with coding, which is really cool. So the sister is like this genius who is just extremely talented with any form of magic that she uses, and her magic kind of just overpowers everyone. Okay. And then the older brother sucks.
Horrible. That's why it's even.
That boy is dog at magic. Or at least he is dog by the measurements that they use for magic. Yeah. Right.
But is he like secretly?
He's busted. He's insane. He's cracked. Like his sister is nothing compared to him, because in the one area where he matters for his magic, he's insane. He's cracked. He has this ability to read magic sequences, right? Because it's all coding.
Yeah. So he knows what's coming.
So that's one of the things that comes up where they enroll in this school. She gets in the gifted program, which is called the Blooms. Okay. And then he gets in the Course 2 program, which is called the Weeds. Right? But it's interesting because like it's the term weeds, they treat kind of like a derogatory term for students that are in a lesser program. Yeah. So it's really cool because there's this whole dynamic where like every time he bumps into another student who's in the Blooms program, and you could tell by an insignia they have, they'll go, "Oh, a weed," and then someone's like, "You can't say that." So it's a really interesting one, and then it's kind of this whole thing of like the main characters trying to figure out where they belong in the school, and there's some nonsense going on in the school where like in the first 3 episodes so far we've seen 2 fights, 3 fights,
of course.
3 fights, like 1 episode. The first one, the brother doesn't really take part in. He just kind of watches, and it kind of gives you an overview of his abilities. Because his whole thing is analyzation, which is sick. Yeah. The second fight, he's straight up in. Oh, we see way more than 2 fights actually. We see like 4 or 5 fights.
Wow. He's already in it. You say fights.
Yeah, he's fantastic. You see another fight, he's fully involved in it. There's another fight where he's only in for 2 seconds because that's how long the fight lasts. And then he kind of gets roped into some new responsibilities in the most recent one, and he kind of becomes like, not a judge, but like, almost like he polices the school currently. And he's sick. He does the thing.
I'm sold.
Yeah, he's sick.
I'm sold.
May want to check it out.
I will. Anything else you want to say?
We should set up a game, and then we'll have whoever loses the game have to watch 3 episodes of the desired anime of the person who won.
Okay. So, whatever. Dog's on the stream, guys. On the video. That's fine.
This is my dog, Cinnamon.
This is the, what is it?
Mascot?
Mascot. This is the mascot right here. Anyways, we can just keep talking. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
I'm just gonna take her. No.
Okay.
Cinnamon.
Quick pause.
Come on, Cinnamon.
Beep. She's like Supermaning it. Well. Alright. Quick intermission. Which is fine. Quick intermission.
Go sleep, dogs.
And we are back.
Alright.
Welcome back from the commercial break.
Alright.
Alright, you ready for mine?
Yeah, so let's hear it.
Or do you want to talk about game real quick?
No,
I don't think we have a game for today.
No, we don't have a game for today. We can come up with a game later.
Okay.
And then I'll make you watch anime once you lose.
As long as it's fair.
Yeah.
Make it fair.
Chances are we'll have someone else run the game
Yeah.
just to try to make it as fair as possible.
As long as you make it fair. Like, you'll be asking me stuff I have no idea about. It's rigged! Anyways, alright. So mine is called The New Gate.
Okay.
So basically, if you ever watched Sword Art Online,
I have.
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's a game they go into,
Okay.
and everyone that logged in cannot log out
Oh.
until you beat the game.
Okay. Yeah, Very SAO.
So basically, the first episode is him beating the game.
Oh, he beats the game in the first episode.
First episode beats the game.
Now, does everyone else get released from the game or just him?
Like, he solos the last boss.
Oh, that's kind of sick. Okay.
Right? He solos the last boss, and he pulls out the score of all the players. Everyone's logging off. So he's like sitting there enjoying that. He's like, everyone's able to log off.
Is this like a power fantasy? Is he the overpowered main character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's watching everyone log off, and he's like, "Oh, I guess it's my time to go." But right when he's about to log out, a door opens up, and he gets put into a new gate basically by himself.
I see. Is this another game?
It's so basically it's the same world he was in.
Okay.
500 years later.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
So now he is there, and he's like, "Is this the real world? Is it the game?" He finds out it's the game. It's 500 years later. So he's going around the world, going back to his home location, because he has a way of telling where his home is. He has like a little gadget.
Okay, like a waypoint tracker.
So he finds that, and he finds where his home used to be, and he meets the girl. He saves her from like a big giant monster. She has a curse. He's like overpowered basically.
Monster shows up.
Yeah.
He claps
Like,
the monster.
The 3 episodes I watched, every monster he goes up against, obliterated. You see like a level like 500 monster. Peace.
What level is he?
We don't know yet.
Oh.
We don't know. But he's overpowered. But
Right.
So it's 500 years later, and obviously from the game prior to the new gate,
Right.
he has all this
XP?
XP. He has this thing called like jewels that were like regular money, but now in this new world, it's like the equivalent of like 10 billion
Stonks.
to the one coin.
Stonks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's absurd, and he has all this like legendary equipment, and he joins a guild, and he's just ranking up through the guild.
That's pretty cool.
And like at one point, he fights a monster that like killed a bunch of people,
Mm-hmm.
and all by himself.
It just solos it.
Yeah, solos it, and he just basically like solos that monster, goes back to the guild. He's like, everyone's getting ready to like go find the monster.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm already done."
He's like, "Oh, by the way, like, it's done. I doubt it. Here's the orb that proves it."
"Oh, that's cool."
It drops like an orb.
That's cool.
He's like, plus the gear wasn't that good, so I didn't take his gear. And everyone's like, "Oh, his gear was so good." He's like, "I didn't take his gear, but here's like the orb." So he's like super overpowered, and he's like, you can tell he's like top nation guy. Like there's other people that are strong, but he's just so overpowered that he doesn't really show it. He like hides it, you know. And he has like legendary weapons. I enjoy it. I almost watched the whole season.
If you enjoy that, you are going to really enjoy solo leveling.
I already watched it.
Like as we get further along into solo leveling, you are going to really like solo leveling.
All the enemies that are on hold right now that are popular, I can't wait for all the new seasons, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. No, those are gonna be good when they come back. Very excited about that.
But even though it's like a knockoff kind of Sword Art Online,
Okay.
it's still gas. Like I enjoy it.
Do you really think it's a knockoff of Sword Art Online?
Not like a knockoff, but like a similar storyline.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sword Art kind of started its own subgenre.
Yeah.
Which isn't even like it's isekai.
Yeah, that's funny enough. He's like, I just got isekai like in the first episode when.
That's what he says.
He's like,
that's funny. Well, like it's interesting because Sword Art started its own like isekai. I don't even know if it was Sword Art or if it was Log Horizon, which is another game that's very similar to like Sword Art, where it's like video game based.
Yeah. And
you're in a video game-esque world.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out how
I enjoy those types of...
It's really interesting because there was also... there's another one. He's got a bird head.
Bird head?
He literally wears a helmet that is a bird's head.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Oh, man. It was a really big one. Shangri-La Frontier.
Okay, I never watched
Shangri-La Frontier is another one that is very similar to it, right? It's video game-based. The main character becomes OP. It's a good one, right? But it kind of feels like these all like kind of play within this genre that SAO created.
Yeah, on top of him finding his home with the girl, she has a curse. So I just thought of this. She has a curse that every time she steps out of the magic barrier that her master had put for her, so no monsters come for her.
Right.
She steps outside, the monsters come.
So they're just automatically attracted to her.
Yeah, she has the curse.
That's cool.
So he's like,
trying to figure out how to break that?
Oh,
he just does.
He's like, alright, let me see.
He just does.
His little screen pops up. He's like, alright, let's see. Oh, you have the curse. I'll just purify you. Purify. He's like, let's go for a walk. And they just go for a walk. He's so overpowered
it's too
that
easy.
It's like... And on top of that, he has support characters from the past game before he went through this new gate. So now he found out the support characters are still in this world.
500 years later?
Yeah. I guess
sick.
it's like the NPCs of the
game.
Yeah. Right? But, or maybe it's like the actual person. I don't know yet, because I'm still waiting for him to meet up.
I'd assume it's an NPC.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, it's fair.
Maybe it's like, I have no idea. Maybe it's his team. His team, because he like passed. He brings the team with him, maybe.
Maybe.
But like his team wasn't there with him on the last fight.
Okay.
So I'm confused. I'm only 3 episodes in.
He didn't even need his team on the last fight from the sounds of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
solo dolo.
Yeah.
All by himself.
Kirito style. Double sword. No. He didn't have double sword, but
what weapon does he use?
A sword. Yeah.
Oh, just a single sword?
Yeah.
Anything cool about the sword?
He did have in the final boss fight, he did have like he said like a long blade, and all of a sudden he
like
got,
an incantation?
Yeah, and it like went big. That's the only time I've seen it happen. So he hasn't done it yet. So I guess he doesn't need to do it yet.
So Mans is out here running around and just chilling at like a quarter of his power.
Yeah, like when he solos the monster everyone's looking for.
Yeah.
He has a rusty sword, and he uses all his strength, kills the monster. The blade chips off, flies into the castle, and almost kills like the princess. Like, bro, like it doesn't like go like this. Like it flies to the castle.
Did you ever watch Seven Deadly Sins?
Yeah.
They do a similar thing like that.
Yeah, but Meliodas had like the half sword.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about where Gil Thunder.
Oh yeah, with the
through the spear. Yeah.
That's in like the first couple episodes.
I love that. I thought that part was so sick.
Yeah.
And then Meliodas catches it and throws it back.
Oh, dude, that's cold.
It's so gangster.
I love seeing like an anime and it gives how, like it gives you the chills.
Yeah.
It's like
that's one of those moments.
I don't think that one specifically, but there's definitely like moments in anime where like you just get the chills of like you get excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. What else?
That might be it.
Sure. Well, I mean, next week we'll finish Tower of God because there's only 3 episodes left for us.
Oh, for the season.
For the season.
Yeah.
If there's a new season, we'll start that.
Yeah.
So next week we'll have Tower of God, The New Gate. I'm gonna watch 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
I enjoy mine.
I'm gonna go 3 more episodes into
Should we watch each other's, or next week we have a game?
We'll figure it out.
Has to.
Well, then the loser has to watch the 6 episodes to catch up.
Okay. So you're playing catch up. I'm gonna finish my anime, so you have to watch all of that.
I'm playing catch up.
Yeah.
I'm playing catch up.
If you guys have any games you'd like us to play, anyone that watches, like, put it down in the comments. Let us know. We'll love to play games just by you guys. We'll have a unbiased judge, and we'll watch Nate play catch up. But that's it for this week's episode, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next week.
I'm gonna spoil everything.
Peace.